There's a quiet call that draws you to the mountains, a whisper of adventure and discovery. It's a feeling that starts as a gentle tug in your heart, growing stronger with every story you hear and every photo you see of distant peaks. The mountains seem to promise something more than just scenery. They offer a sense of purpose, a chance to find out what you're truly made of. For me, that call has always come from the Himalayas of Nepal. These mountains are more than a destination. They're a dream that lingers in your mind, calling you back even after you've left. These aren't just mountains. They're living giants, holding centuries of stories. Their faces are carved by time and weather, each ridge and valley echoing with legends of gods, explorers, and the people who call these heights home. To walk among them is to step into a world where the air is crisp, the silence deep, and every heartbeat feels amplified. The higher you climb, the more you leave behind the noise of everyday life, entering a realm where nature reigns and your senses awaken. Trekking here tests your body, but it feeds your soul in ways you never expected. The challenges, aching muscles, thin air, long days, are balanced by moments of pure joy and wonder, reminding you of your own resilience. Many dream of Everest, but the Himalayas are a vast kingdom, with hidden trails far from the crowds. There are secret valleys, ancient forests, and remote passes where you might walk for hours without seeing another soul. It's on these lesser-known paths that you truly connect with the spirit of the mountains. Here, solitude becomes your companion, and the landscape feels untouched, as if you're discovering it for the very first time. Here, you find peace and a deeper bond with the land and its people. The warmth of a shared smile, the quiet wisdom of villages, and the simple beauty of daily life in the mountains remind you of what truly matters. Trekking in Nepal isn't just a holiday, it's a pilgrimage. Each journey is a chance to reflect, to challenge yourself, and to be humbled by the grandeur of nature. Each step takes you further from distraction and closer to yourself. The mountains strip away the unnecessary, leaving you with clarity and a renewed sense of purpose. The rhythm of walking becomes meditation, your senses sharpen. You become aware of your breath, the crunch of gravel underfoot, the wind on your face, and the distant call of a mountain. You notice the wildflowers, the distant river, the smile of a child in a remote village. Every detail becomes vivid, every encounter meaningful, as if the mountains are teaching you to be present. This is the magic of the Himalayas, an invitation to challenge yourself and see the world. The sense of accomplishment at each summit is matched only by the awe you feel at the beauty that surrounds you. Walk in the footsteps of ancient traders, following trails that have connected people for centuries, where the universe feels close enough to touch, and wake to breathtaking sunrises that paint the peaks in gold and pink, filling you with hope for the day ahead. The mountains are waiting, with stories to share and lessons to teach. They invite you to listen, to learn, and to grow with every step you take. All you have to do is take that first step. The journey may be long, but the rewards are beyond anything you can imagine. When most people think of trekking in Nepal, they picture the world-famous trails, Everest Base Camp, the Annapurna Circuit, alive with the energy of countless trekkers from around the globe, all eager to experience the majesty of the Himalayas. These iconic routes are undeniably stunning, offering breathtaking views and a sense of camaraderie. But with their popularity comes crowds, and true solitude can be elusive. Now imagine stepping away from the well-trodden path. Picture a trail that is narrow, rugged, and almost silent, winding through wild, untouched landscapes where your only company is the sound of your own footsteps. On these remote trails, you might walk for hours, or even an entire day, and encounter only a solitary herder guiding his yaks along the mountainside, a reminder of a way of life unchanged for centuries. The silence here is profound, almost sacred, broken only by your breath, the crunch of gravel underfoot, and the wind whispering through strings of prayer flags that flutter against a backdrop of endless peaks. These hidden routes lead you to ancient villages and valleys, places that have remained unchanged for generations, where the mountains seem to guard their secrets and traditions closely. Facilities here are simple, perhaps a humble family-run tea house, or just a tent pitched beside a crackling campfire, with meals lovingly prepared over open flames using local ingredients. This simplicity is not a hardship, but a gift. It strips away the non-essentials, allowing you to reconnect with nature and yourself, and to appreciate the small comforts that matter most. Here, you're not just another tourist passing through. You become a welcome guest, sharing tea and stories with local families, and for a brief moment, you are woven into the fabric of mountain life. The reward for choosing the path less trodden? It's the feeling of being a true explorer, discovering breathtaking landscapes and vibrant cultures that few outsiders ever witness. The popular trails will always show you the beauty of Nepal, but it's the remote trails that let you feel the very soul of the mountains and the spirit of adventure that lives within them. These are the moments and memories that linger long after the journey ends, reminders of the magic found when you dare to take the path less trodden. The landscapes on a remote trek are raw, untamed, and breathtaking. You'll walk through ancient rhododendron forests. Their blossoms a riot of color in spring. The path may follow a roaring turquoise river, a constant reminder of nature's power. Higher up, forests give way to alpine meadows dotted with wildflowers and grazing yaks. The scale is immense. You feel tiny in a vast wilderness. The mountains aren't distant, they tower above, their icy faces dazzling in the sun. Camping by a high-altitude lake, its waters reflecting the peaks, is pure tranquility. As night falls, the Milky Way stretches overhead, the silence complete. Here, the air is so clean it feels like your first real breath. These landscapes calm your mind and soothe your soul. They remind you of the wild beauty still left in our world. Trekking in the remote Himalayas is also about the people who call these heights home. The villages are living museums, preserving centuries-old ways of life. Houses of stone and wood cling to the mountainsides, built to withstand the elements. Life moves to the rhythm of nature. Fields are tended, children play, and everyone has a role. The culture is deeply spiritual. Prayer flags flutter and many walls line the paths. Each flag carries blessings on the wind. Each wall is passed with respect. There are no roads, just ancient footpaths connecting communities. Everything is carried in and out by hand or pack animal. This isolation preserves unique traditions and customs. You're not just observing, you're welcomed in, sharing in a resilient way of life. It's a humbling, unforgettable experience. One of the most lasting memories of trekking in Nepal is the warmth of its people. In remote regions, hospitality is even more heartfelt. A simple namaste is always met with a genuine smile. People invite you in for butter tea, sharing what little they have. Even without a common language, kindness bridges the gap. Staying in a family-run tea house, you become part of the family for a night. Meals are shared, stories exchanged, and laughter fills the kitchen. This generosity reminds you what truly matters in life. A smile costs nothing, but it's worth everything. The warmth of a stranger's smile is a gift you'll carry forever. On a Himalayan trek, there are moments so powerful, so breathtaking that they seem to stop time itself. In these rare instants, the world feels suspended and you become acutely aware of every sensation: the crisp air, the silence, the sheer scale of the mountains around you. It's not always the grand, sweeping views that leave the deepest mark. Sometimes it's the quiet surprises, a blue sheep grazing just meters away, or the sudden shadow of an eagle gliding overhead, its wings outstretched against the endless sky. These small wonders remind you that the mountains are alive with stories. I remember a morning when a thick mist clung to the slopes, and then, in a heartbeat, it parted to reveal a sunlit peak floating above the clouds like an island in the sky. For just a minute, it felt as if I was witnessing a secret meant only for those who dared to look up. Or the time we reached a high mountain pass at dawn, shivering in the cold, and watched as the sky shifted from deep black to molten gold. The mountains seemed to wake with us, their snowy faces glowing in the first light. These moments can't be planned or predicted, they simply happen, catching you off guard and filling you with wonder. They're the spontaneous gifts that make every trek unique. The sound of monks chanting in the thin mountain air, the taste of fresh, icy mountain water straight from a stream, the sun finally warming your face after a long, cold morning. Each sensation is heightened, each detail unforgettable. These are the gifts of the trail, moments of peace and connection that you carry with you long after the journey ends. They're the rewards for every step, every challenge faced, and every ounce of effort given. They're the magic that reminds you why you came, and why you'll always want to return. These moments fill you with awe and gratitude, grounding you in the present and making you feel truly alive. They become the stories you share around campfires, the memories you write about in your journal, and the experiences that shape who you are. These are the moments that last a lifetime. They're why the mountains call us back, again and again, and why, no matter where we go, we always answer. Time in the remote Himalayas changes you. Surrounded by ancient peaks, your worries shrink, daily stresses fade away. Life becomes simple. Walk, eat, rest. You appreciate small things. A warm meal, dry socks, a place to sleep. You realize how little you need to be happy. The trek builds resilience and confidence. You discover strength you didn't know you had. Reaching a high pass fills you with accomplishment that lingers long after. You feel connected to something larger, nature, the universe, or a spiritual force. You see the delicate balance between people and land. You leave calmer, stronger, and with a clearer sense of what matters. The mountains change your perspective forever. The journey doesn't end when you leave the trail. The Himalayas echo in your thoughts and actions long after you're home. The lessons of resilience, patience, and kindness stay with you. The memories, dalbat shared in a kitchen, prayer flags in the wind, sunrise over the peaks, become treasures. When life gets overwhelming, you can close your eyes and return to a simple moment on the trail. The echo of the trail calls you to keep exploring, to stay curious and open-hearted. The Himalayas have a way of calling you back. Many return, seeking new valleys and that profound peace. The trail is never truly finished. It just waits for your return. These are my stories, but the Himalayas offer a unique journey to everyone. Your experience will be your own, shaped by your thoughts and the magic you find. Imagine waking in a tea house, stepping outside to see the peaks glowing in morning light. The only sounds, a yak's bell, a distant bird. You don't need to be a mountaineer, just adventurous and willing to step outside your comfort zone. There are trails for all levels. The journey is about participation, not perfection. The mountains work their magic on anyone with a curious heart. So dream. Let your imagination wander to those high, lonely places. The path is waiting for you. It will challenge, inspire, and change you in ways you can't yet imagine. Go and see for yourself. The greatest mountains in the world are calling.